beautiful life
สวัสดีครับ Good afternoon and welcome to A Beautiful Life on Englishonline.rmutp.ac.th. My name is อาจารย์เกษม พุทธเรืองศรี your host for the program. A Beautiful Life is a program broadcasted every Monday from 1 p.m. to 1:30 p.m. Articles and information about life lessons or good phrases from the books will be presented in this program, together with the latest news from ราชมงคล University of Technology พระนคร for you to enjoy. Today we start with keep walking, never give up. They say just say no, refuse to remain fallen, refuse to quit, refuse to give up, refuse to accept a no from life.The first one, to fail without putting in the effort, is wrong, but failure in itself can never be wrong. Dare to fail, for only those who fail enough can succeed enough. More than any one single factor, it is your fear of failure that is going to leave you as a failure. So, no new venture guaranteed success.And no new diversification promise profits. The next one, champions understand that it is better to face outstanding failures than mediocre successes. Only those who are willing to persist in spite of temporary setbacks, only those who are willing to persevere in spite of midway failure, only those who would not succumb to defeat can finally sign their own success story. So failure is a parenthesis inside which success hides, and history makers dig them out through relentless striving against all those failures.The next one, life cannot be punctured with success alone. Failure too will find its imprints. There is no sunrise without sunset. There is no life without death. There is no success without failure. So, Conrad Hilton said that achievement seems to be connected with action. Successful men and women keep moving. They make mistakes, but they don't quit. The next one, you don't have to accept your failure if what you really want to achieve is success. Failure, they say, is the best teacher. We learn and have more confidence in what we know through trial and error, which one time or another has resulted in failure. They said fear is an obstacle for some people, but it is an illusion to someone also. For every successful achievement, there have been one or more failures, but those who we call successful are those who refuse to accept failure.and believe success is the other side of failure. The next one, anytime your effort is not bringing to a desired result, you don't have to call it failure. Call it a challenge. What is different between the two? One is negative. Failure is negative. But challenge, the other is positive. One doesn't motivate. The other motivates.For failure, it doesn't motivate, but for challenge, it motivates. So what you need is positive thinking and motivation to attain success. Keep dreaming, keep moving. That is the solution to success. The next one, failure is an end thing. Challenge is an open thing. Failure means there is no way out, no alternative.But a challenge is a question mark asking another way out of the situation. an alternative solution to the problem, the job at hand. So all who have accomplished great things have had a great aim, have fixed their gaze on a goal which was high, one which sometimes seemed impossible. Next, a wise man once said, if you cannot fly, run. If you cannot run, walk. If you cannot walk, clothes. Just keep on moving. For Balogan M. Adivel said, if you fall down, you have to get up and start moving. If not, other people will step on you towards their achievement. What you call failure and abandon is what someone will step into with just a little additional effort to reach achievement. And Thomas Edison said, many of life's failures are people who did not realize how close they were to success when they gave up. So that's all for Thomas Edison. The next one, never regret a day in your life. Good days give you happiness. Bad days give you experiences. Both are essential to life. Keep going. Happiness keeps you sweet. Trials keep you strong. Sorrow keep you human. Failure keep you humble. Success keeps you growing, but only you keep you going. For Marie Curie, she said, life is not easy for any one of us. We must have perseverance and above all confidence in ourselves. We must believe that we are gifted for something and that this thing must be attained. The next one, luck is defined as preparation, meeting opportunity. Abraham Lincoln believed in preparation before aiming at anything big and did whatever it took to get the dream accomplished. It is recorded in history books that Abraham Lincoln would go to school on weekends and speak from the podium as if the empty chairs were occupied by real people, because he was told that he needed to practice speaking in public. So for Abraham Lincoln, here is the list of his failure before he became the United States of America president in 1860. In 1832, he lost his job. In 1832, he defeated for legislature. In 1833, he failed in business. In 1834, he elected to legislature. In 1835, his sweetheart and Rajesh died. In 1836, he had nervous breakdown. In 1838, he defeated for Speaker. In 1843, he defeated for nomination for Congress. In 1846, he elected to Congress. In 1848, he lost re-nomination. In 1849, he rejected for land officer. In 1854, he defeated for Senate. In 1856, he defeated for nomination for Vice President. And in 1858, again, he defeated for Senate. The next one, you are the greatest miracle in the world. There is nothing that you cannot achieve in life if you believe in it. And do not waste your valuable time in destructive things. Just sit for a few minutes and start counting the blessing you already have in your life. Starting with being alive, having eyes to look, a nose to breathe, ear to hear, a brain to think, and let's go on. So it is said that nothing succeeds like success, but to be victorious winners must exercise some level of doctoriness, preserve in their earliest efforts when things look most challenging. The next one, life is so good and beautiful when we look around. There is no much peace, harmony, and beauty in nature that should give us a happy heart to appreciate everything. When I pause for a moment and think about so many people wasting their life in unproductive activities, it gives me so much pain that I wish I could individually sit with person and spend some time telling him or her how valuable life is. So a great person has dreams and goals and never let other people's negotiativity get their way of pursuing them. The next one, when one is determined and focused to accomplish something worthwhile, many obstacles and challenges will arise on the way. As long as the goal is crystal clear and mind is determined to get it done, nothing can stop him or her. Before we think there is nothing we can achieve that is useful, let's think twice, maybe 10 times, even 100 or 1,000 times. And let's always remember this: never, never, never give up. A great person is a person that fails time after time while doing their best and never ever quits. Because when they quit, part of them die when they quit. The next one, without focus, they try one thing today and another one tomorrow, and then another one, believing that they are supposed to make it with one try. I have never seen someone with a focus who has not achieved the goal, although it might come from where and when least expected. A great person will allow nothing to stand in his or her way of doing the right thing by everyone and will always admit wrong with the apology. The next one, do every legitimate to be the best at it, and money and fame will naturally be added to it. Most of the time, those who scatter their efforts and resources are people who desire to be financially free and attain fame. All you need is one course of action you are passionate about, with a never let go attitude, and in no time you will achieve your desired goal. Be a trainer, an artist, a teacher, a writer, and nothing but that. So many of us weep and defeat on why we cannot, when the only thing worth concentrating on is why and how we can. The next one, man belong to where he wants to go. Think improvement in everything you do and think high standard in everything you do. Believe it can be done. When you believe it is impossible, your mind goes to work to prove why. But when you believe and really believe that something can be done, then your mind goes to work to help find ways of doing it. So, believing something can be done sets the mind in motion to find a way of doing it. There is a way and there is a better way. And the last one, capability is the ability to be better what you are already doing. Capacity is about doing more of what you are already doing. Improve your capacity. Improve your capability. Increase your capacity. That's progress. Constantly remind yourself that you are better than you think you are, so you can do everything in a better way than how you are already doing it. Also, constantly remind yourself that you are nothing, doing as much as you can, so you can do more and everything than that what you're already doing. Finally, in almost everything in life, from work to home to community development, the formula for success is do what you do even better, improve the quality of your output, and do more of what you do, increase the quantity of what you do. So that's all and everything about keep walking, never give up. We'll be right back after a short break. You are listening to A Beautiful Life on Englishonline.rmutp.ac.th. We are back to the Forrest Gump's life lessons. Life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you are gonna get. Having the ability to adapt to whatever comes your way is something that will always serve you well. Be open to possibility and who knows what you might find. The next one, I don't know if we each have a destiny or if we are all just floating around accidental like on a breath, and I think maybe it's both. Maybe both is happening at the same time. So every day, life is made hearable by the people and things that we are passionate about. May it be our better health, our family, our work, God, or the creative endeavor that He lets us have. These fear should serve as a guide for how we can follow our dreams and a map for how we can achieve them. The next one, there is only so much fortune one man needs. The rest is just showing off. Keep what's serving you and let go of what is not. The next one, they said, Mama always had a way of explaining things so I could understand them. Explaining things to people so that they can understand them is a gift. It means taking time to understand first and then be understood. Mama Gam had it right. The next one, Mama say they wore magic shoes. They could take me anywhere. Forrest Gump did not go anywhere because he believed he could. Are you limiting yourself? Find your magic shoes. Go run what you believe you can achieve. The next one, run, Forrest, run. Those who love us are good at pointing out our strengths. They may take you far, like across the country. The next one, you have to do the best with the God gave you. It starts with knowing yourself, then striving to sharpen and hone yourself. We all have God-given talents. Use your. It's simple. Be your best. The next one, so I start playing it all the time. I play ping pong even when I didn't have anyone to play ping pong with. I play ping pong so much, I even play it in my sleep. Come on, let me show you now. The secret to this game is, no matter what happens, never ever take your eye and off the hole. Focus on what you are doing. The next one, Forrest Gump said, what are my destiny, Mama? And Mrs. Gump said, you are gonna have to figure that out for yourself. You define your destiny. It is about being in touch with what you love. It is about being your best. This is your life. Stand. Take a stand for who you choose to be. You define your destiny. The next one, Baba was my best good friend. And even I know you cannot just find that around the corner. Be loved to your friends. Love unconditionally. The next one, Forrest Gump said, if I would known that was the last time I was gonna talk to Baba, I would have thought of something better to say. Forrest Gump, hi Baba, Baba, hey Forrest. Don't let those little moments pass by. You never know what kind of lasting influence you will have. Say what needs to be said exactly when you need to say it. The next one, the good part about being shot in the buttock was the ice cream. Forrest said, they gave me all the ice cream I could eat. Sometimes the best thing that you can do is not think, not wonder, not imagine, not assess. Just breathe and have faith that everything will work out for the best. The next one, Mama always said dying was a part of life. I sure wish it wasn't. Yet life has a way of coming back to us if we know what love is. Be our best and believe. Do not let heartbreak or tragedy take your life. You all have tragedy to overcome. You can too. The next one, Forrest Gump running. I had run for 3 years, 2 months, 14 days, and 16 hours. He stopped and turned around. Young man running. Quiet, quiet. He's gonna say something. Forrest Gump paused. I'm pretty tired. I think I will go home now. No one should be following me, and we also should not be following anyone else. The answers, my friend, are not blowing in the wind. They are simply inside on the hard path. The next one, for no particular reason, I just keep on going. I just felt like running. Trust yourself. It always leads you to where you need to be. Have you ever wanted to do something that made no sense to others but made perfect sense to you? Do it. You will never regret it. The next one, Lieutenant Dan said, this wasn't supposed to happen. Not to me. I had a destiny. I was Lieutenant Dan Tyler. Forrest Gump, you still Lieutenant Dan. Forrest tells him he is still the same man. Never forget how special you are. You doesn't think any less of Lieutenant Dan for losing his legs, and neither should he. Your outward circumstances may change, but remember, there is only one of you, and who you are inwardly can never be taken from you. The next one, why don't you love me, Jenny? I'm not a smart man, but I know what love is. Find inside yourself what you love, then cherish it for all you're worth. Because do you know what? It's all that you are worth. The next one, and of course I was gazillionaire and liked doing it so much. I cut the grass for free. Be in touch with what you love, then strive to be your best. I think you will find them coming together. The next one, now you wouldn't believe me if I told you, but I could run like the wind blows. From that day on, if I was going somewhere, I was running. If you need to clear your head, go for a run. That particular run comes from his personal heartbreak. After he asked Jenny to marry him, she declined. True comes through into his room to make love to him, only to disappear in the morning. The next one, sometimes I guess there just are not enough rocks. Never forget where you come from and how you got where you are today. If you do not use the experiences in your life, if you choose to ignore them instead, how will you ever learn a lesson? The next one, Jenny Curran. His name's Forrest Gump. Like me? Jenny Curran. I named him after his daddy, Forrest Gump. He got a daddy named Forrest too? Jenny Curie, you are his daddy Forrest. After Jenny passed away, Forrest took care of his son, reading with him every night and preparing his love for school like his mother before him. Forrest would do anything to make a good home for his child. The next one, dying as part of life. I sure wish it wasn't never say never. Jenny asked Forrest why sitting on a park bench to marry her, though she has contracted the AIDS virus, and eventually tragedy passes away at an incredibly young age. She ends her life with the man who has always loved her, and I believe she has always loved it right back. So those are lessons learned from Forrest Gump. The time is up for today, A Beautiful Life. Please join us every Monday here on Englishonline.rmutp.ac.th. Your host has been อาจารย์เกษม พุทธเรืองศรี You are welcome to subscribe our channel on Englishonline.rmutp.ac.th. Thank you very much for joining our program today. See you again next Monday. สวัสดีครับ
Beautiful Life will be back again next Monday.